All righty, come on in, come on in, come on in, and make sure you hit that like button. How's everyone doing? Shout out to everybody in the chat who's already in here. Let me see. Ooh, let me cough a little bit. One sec, guys. I'm slowly getting there. I'm slowly getting better. Shout out to everybody. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Wim made it. Look at this. Shout out to Wim. All right. At a decent time, Wim. Okay, you're not going to bed right now. We're live at a decent time. Shout out to Wim. Let me shout everybody else. Priya, SW. Who else is in the house? Peekaboo. Come get this commentary. Kiva. Shout out to Kiva. Who else? Who else? How are you, Lost in Space? How's everybody doing? I'm gonna hit this intro here fairly quickly. I want to give people some time to get in here. True Crime Dime, how are you, my love? Grandma, how are you? Jen. Oh my gosh, Karma, welcome, welcome. Let's get this intro going so we can get these topics going. Let's go. All righty, let's get started. Bubble said right on time. What's up, everyone? Evil Queen, welcome. Oh my gosh, everybody's in the house. Lex, how are you guys? Shout out to everybody that's coming in. Make sure you hit that like button. Hey, Addie, how are you? How are you? Okay, I got to show you guys something. I got my hookup. I'm going to write a letter to Starbucks. I'm going to say, look, Starbucks, I need you to endorse me for a lifetime. Like, if you can give me free this all day, every day, forever, ever, and ever, you got a person that will advertise for you for free on this channel, Starbucks. Something's got to give. You know, we got to be able to have. This is the drink that I talk about all the time. I am addicted to it. It is my go-to. Now, Starbucks has their refreshers where you can order like a refresher, but these are the canned refreshers. I think I've been drinking this, I don't know, about 6 years ago. Then they discontinued the can, which completely broke my heart. And then I ordered them from Amazon. So sometimes they have them, sometimes they don't, and I cry every time I can't get a hold of it. And I'm always ordering like by twos. So yeah, endorse the wrap. Look it. I will create a nice little video, Starbucks, if you can endorse me. Give me a free supply of this and we'll be friends forever. Forever, forever, forever. Yes, Sally Tinkle Tits. I see you. I see Emily. Shower Bunny Gang. Bunny Gang. How are you guys? Right, I didn't know they had them in so the refresher started in a can and then it expand to like it. I'll know the one that I used to love was the pomegranate refresher. This is literally 5 or 6 years old. They discontinued it and it broke my heart. Like, I couldn't find it anymore. It was the saddest thing ever. I love it. So this one specifically has coffee bean, the extract. I'm in love. I love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. But anyways, Darcy, how are you? Everybody come on in. And Sally, make sure you guys hit that like button while you're here. Everybody come on in. All right. Ooh, okay. All right. Listen. I might have to if there's a replacement for that, I might have to try it. I'll definitely have to try it. Pomegranate? Oh my gosh, Tinkle, you guys are awesome. How are you, Mr. Gamer? How are you? Let me start. First of all, I want to say something real quick. I want to shout out Heels in the Air. Um, Shout out to Heels in the Air. That is, first of all, she is a creator that works very hard on her content. That has been doing right by the true crime sector, by bringing awareness, and deserves a lot of flowers and a lot of respect, in my opinion. I think that in order for all of us to be able to be at the same table and eat, you know, together, that we have to be able to recognize people that do right by victims, families, bringing awareness, especially to those that are um, exploiting situations. I can't do what Heels in the Air does. I'll never forget the clip, and I left her a comment in her recent upload. I will never forget the clip where, I hate let me stop because I get so teary eyed when I talk about this. Right, generally, Jenny, for real, for real, for real. Props is due. She did a video of thank you, Lex Lux. Thank you. Deets and Chronicles of a Shay. I love Chronicles as well. Shout out to all these channels. Heels did this video, okay? And this video was phenomenal. I was watching it and I was giving my reaction to it, and it was on the Marvon McRae police report. And I was watching her do the video on my reading the report, and I had a reaction to it and literally got really teary eyed. Like I kind of during the live stream broke down. And I think that when a creator can do that to you, if there's a creator out there, guys, that you feel like, damn, like that creator goes above and beyond, the graphics, okay, the music, they go above and beyond. We really need to shout them out and respect them. It doesn't matter if you have 20 subs to 1,000 to 5. For me, it's like I will never forget, you know, the love and respect that she showed me when I came to the sector. And she's always been very respectful of my channel. So for me, shout out to her. And she deserves flowers and a lot of respect. Okay. And yes, a lot of us do rely on each other for content. A lot of us use each other for that. And nobody does it, in my opinion, better than Heels in the Air, as well as other creators that I have used. If I use you on my platform to present content or as a clip or whatever it may be, know that that's because I actually respect what you're putting out there and I truly believe what you are saying. So this is why I think it's important to give those creators flowers. Okay? Not shit on them. Give them flowers. Yeah, so thank you, Team Marie. Yes, yes, absolutely. Nebulous. Yes. Bless, what does it say? Blessed are the clip channels. She called out the bitch so hard, you love you. Well, there you go. There you go, man. I mean, when you walk around like your shit don't stink. What's that one song from what is it? Outcast? I forgot the name of it. You guys could put it in the chat. Okay, let's get it together. Let's talk some situation and content. Let's look at this. Look, I got to react to here this situation right here. Shout out to Mel. You guys know Mel is a channel friend. I love Mel's let me tell you something, yo. I was waiting for Mel to do his Judge Mel and Nancy Grace clips, but I don't know if this is necessarily the trial for that. So shout out to him. This right here, thank you, Vic. But the roses really smell like boo, ooh, ooh. Thank you, my love. Not hey ya. When you walk around like your shit don't stink, you smell the roses and they smell like boo hoo ooh. Let me not get struck. You found me through Mel. Well, guess what? I found you because you found Mel. We found each other. All right? Absolutely. She is not a clip channel. She's a creator. Okay? Let's get it together. Yeah, those were, no, seriously. But I don't know if this is an appropriate trial to do that. You know what I'm saying? That is your song, Chico. Shout out to Mel. You guys drop some purple hearts for Mel. You guys know we love Mel over here. So Mel had a reaction. Okay, so girl in El Paso County decides to do, and I might have to blur, but I don't know. Like people were like, well, maybe it wasn't intentional. Maybe it was intentional. She was flipping the bird, but she was going like, now I'm not doing it to you, but it's like, this is what she was like. I'm just telling you. Let's play this. You let me know your thoughts in the comments. I had to react to this.
Close to those 2x4s that were previously mentioned.
Oh, she's doing that finger shit. Look at her. Look at her. She like that.
Yeah.
Look at her.
People's Exhibit.
She's doing this. I'm like, girl, she's not just doing like this, like, oh, you know, she's just grabbing her face and stretching her finger. No, she's going like this. She's going like this, like this, like this. This is what she's doing. It was intentional. It was intentional. Y'all are side-eyeing the woman. Look, at this point, no, it was, his video is hilarious. This is great. But hey, let's keep watching.
384 is now a close-up photograph of the possible blood stains identified using placard B.
Yeah, we just have one other issue to bring up.
Go ahead.
Are you ready for it now?
Yes.
Okay. It's come to our attention.
Hold on, just
Okay.
Oh, what else now?
go ahead and go, and we'll see her back on that. Okay, Mr. Allen.
It's come to our attention that during I think mostly the afternoon session of witnesses today, that the defendant has been flipping the bird potentially to witnesses or to our family that are here for Gannon. And there have been pictures that have...
Mel, does Mel have any neighbors? He's literally yelling. Did you hear him? He is so fun. I'm like, Mel, do you have neighbors? You gotta be careful, Mel. Mel's reaction was everything. I'm so glad that the prosecutor called her out. Like, seriously. The family, the jury, everybody. She was doing this shit to everybody, okay? Like, she was going like this to everybody. Yep, sure did. Sure did. To be fair, the middle finger is Japanese sign language for big brother. True story. Petty, don't. Petty, let me tell you something. I swear. Thank you, Vic, for dropping Mel's link. Seriously, Petty. Petty's like, look, so was somebody in the courtroom Japanese and she just happened to say, hey, big brother? Big brother? Big brother? Big brother? Boom. Thank you. Sure did. Prosecutor, shout out to the prosecutor, but let's go.
Been passed to me during this process. One, it's disrespectful to this court. It's disrespectful to this process. And right. I would ask the court to admonish her to refrain from acting this way in the future during the pendency of this case.
Okay.
Throw in the cage.
I've not seen any of that, but on the other hand, the defendant is to my far right. I can see her some on a screen, but I'll just take it as is.
They got the screenshots. Shit.
Ms. Stauch, what you need to understand is that I can control the conduct of an awful lot of people in the courtroom, including yours. And don't do that. Don't show that kind of, don't be making disrespectful gestures to witnesses.
Did you see that? Wait, somebody said Black Knight. She also flashed the devil sign with her hands. What's the devil sign? I don't know what the devil sign with your hands. Lord, I mean, she did it, yo. What's this all about?
witnesses, to people, to family members, anything like that. You need to understand that if that continues, I can have you removed.
Oh,
and the trial will continue without you.
That's what you want.
And you will sit in a holding cell in this building. And every time we take a break, I'll bring you back up to ask whether or not you can conform your conduct to what I'm requiring. If you choose to act in a disruptive behavior or disruptive fashion, I'll just have you removed and we'll continue on without you. And then we'll check and see if you want to come back and behave in a respectful manner. So I'll just leave it at that.
I see. So she was doing this, and that's considered. See, goes to show how much I'm like, what's the devil horns? Okay, no, it's also the sign that. Oh, I see. Not to diss the hot topic, but she looks like it was her dream job and got fired from it. Lord. People probably emailed the prosecutor's office, and I bet some people text them, and they took a break. They talked to the family who also got them. Emily, I think so too. Honestly, I think so too. At least Mel stays live with his stream, unlike some other creators. Lord. Peg, not Peggy. Peg? What are you talking about, Peg? I wonder. Jen, no, she's manipulative. She is definitely. They had a sedator with Xanax? I thought that was Lori Vallow that they had to sedate. Hey, Cash. I thought that was Lori. I don't know. Let me know. Hey, Dizzy. I mean, let me tell you something. If she doesn't have to be in there, she doesn't have to lock her. Let her go, right? Peg's like, winky eye, side eye. Peg, tell me your real thoughts in the comments.
And we will see where we are on Monday. All right. All right, court will be in recess. You can leave everything here. The only thing that
This is bullshit. I'm sorry. Let me tell you something. This is bullshit for her to even do this. They did a sedator. They didn't? Okay. I mean, seriously. If she can't why don't you just handcuff both of her hands? She doesn't need to be this comfortable. Seriously. The judge is almost too nice. Yeah, we watched the Doomday's Mom movie on Lifetime, Never Again. Was it that bad on Lifetime? Lord, shout out to everybody from Discord, guys. If you are a member, make sure you join our Discord. Everybody gets down over there, and everybody's very respectful. Shout out to our Discord. All right.
I for sure want to have locked up is the gun and the ammunition. I don't ever leave that out. So that we need to make sure gets into a locker somewhere or into an evidence closet somewhere. Other than that, we'll see everybody 9:00 on Monday morning.
All right. Bring her ass on a gurney. Roll her ass into the courtroom and shit. Strapped down to a gurney and shit. Just roll her ass to the side there. I'm done with that. Just roll her ass on a gurney. Bring her ass on a gurney in that bitch.
Ooh, Mel.
Bruh.
Mel's not having it. Mel's not having it. Quimby says, see how she repeated to her lawyers with the smirk. Right. Oh my God. Oh, thank you, Tinkle Tits. He says, baby buddy, formula fun. Let me tell you, the CEO said, I'm not having it today. You stream when I tell you. Okay. We could go out of business because of the CEO. All right. If she's not having it, she's not having it. Which shout out to oh my God. And I'm gonna do a little thank you because we got the Teletubby. Thank you guys. We got the Teletubby. And I'll post that. You guys will know exactly what I'm talking about. Mel is spicy. Mel, why are you being so extra spicy?
This is what they were talking about. Oh, damn, that's kind of big. Earlier,
Mel.
I guess it's like a Facebook screenshot or something.
Ooh.
They had said she was taking flipping the bird.
There you go. Let me know your thoughts in the comments about this. I mean, should they just go ahead and just like be done with her? She should not be. Oh, let me close this out. I'm repeating myself. She should just not be in the courtroom. She should just be removed. I would think that you would need her to be removed if she's not respecting anything with the court, right? Okay, we got to talk about roll her in like Hannibal Lecter. Grandma's not having it. She's like, look, roll her ass in like Hannibal Lecter. That's how you do it. Roll her in. She could be in a gurney. Put a little muzzle on her if she can't control her fingers. I'm down. Let's go. Just saying. All right, guys. All right, guys. Oh, okay, Quinn. I will check it out. I will check it. Was this earlier? Hey, it's me, Kimberly. Welcome. And Chrissy, everybody, make sure you hit the like button. We got to talk about this situation that's been all over TikTok. And this is kind of our last segment here. But there have been some articles about this too. You need to find the clips of her getting out of her handcuffs during the transition. I heard about this. Matter of fact, I remember when that happened too, SW. Thank you for the $4.99. We have to talk about this situation right here because shout out to anybody who's in Chicago. And I don't know if you guys have heard about this or if I'm looking for a formal police statement. I haven't seen anything, but there have been some articles in the last couple of months this year who are talking about a series of murders that have been happening. Let's read this article and then I'll show you some of the TikToks that are out there. Some of these TikToks are like in the millions at this point. All right. So, who is the smiley face killer? Now, not to be confused with the happy face killer. Okay. Happy face killer was from California. He targeted, I believe, from the 80s to the 90s. Okay. Time frame wise. And I believe his last name was Jefferson. That's the happy face killer. And then he would leave his signature, which was a happy face. Okay. So just not to be confused. Thank you, Emily, with this person. This is Smiley. That one's happy. But anyways, let me get to it. Okay. Um, Last year, 11 bodies, mostly men in their 20s and early 30s, were removed from the Chicago River and Lake Michigan shoreline, according to the Cook County Medical Examiner's Office, renewing interest in a theory about a serial killer or group of serial killers targeting young men across the Midwest. And I'm not paying attention to the chat. I'm reading, just a heads up. Typically, they were last seen in nightlife areas of the city. The cause of death is still unknown in most of these cases. The Cook County Medical Examiner's Office told Newsweek 3 of those cases were ruled accidents. 1 was ruled a suicide, and the other 7 were ruled as undetermined. When a drowning is witnessed and an evidence of an accident, suicide, or homicide is not present, the matter of death is ruled undetermined. Okay. So when a drowning is unwitnessed and evidence of an accident, suicide, or homicide is not present, the matter of death is ruled undetermined. The office told Newsweek in a statement, if new evidence is present, the office will review it and determine whether the initial ruling should be amended. But the mystery of the deaths and the sheer amount of bodies found has led many living in the Chicago area to suspect a serial killer or killers could be blamed. They pulled up some tweets. There is a serial killer in Chicago targeting young men. The amount of men in their early mid 20s that have gone missing this year is insane. Their bodies are found in a lake hours later. Huge red flags. Stay safe out there. I'm trying to figure out why they would call this the Smiley. Like, what dubbed that? I'm kind of curious. Yes. Thank you. He's from Canada but killed in the US. Long haul truck. Yep, driver. I almost said U-Haul. Long haul truck driver. Yes. So I'm kind of wondering, is there a connection? I haven't seen any police statements. I think that this is an important factor. If you guys remember, the last time we talked about a serial killer was Stockton, with the whole shooting, and he was targeting specific folks. Oh, Miss America says they found Smiley faces sprayed painted on paint near each murder. Near each murder or on the bodies? Hey, Belinda. I think he wrote letters he would sign with the smiley face. Someone is hunting people. Murders in I mean, really, like, what is... Now, I hear you, Jenny, on that one, because I don't know what the crime rate is. I haven't checked. That's something to kind of keep in mind too. But if this is a specific targeted group, okay, we need to kind of like, these are patterns that I think somebody in a behavioral unit would pay attention to as well. I don't know. Guys, the smiley face killer is a theory. It's not real. Generally, Jenny, you're not the only person who has said that. This is why I was like, how come the police have not made any statements about something? But they are saying it, and it's running rampant on TikTok right now. So most recently on Wednesday, another adult male body was found in Chicago River in Bridgeport, according to the Chicago Police Marine Unit. Before the two bodies were discovered last December, including the 25-year-old Northwestern doctoral student, Peter Salvino, who had gone missing 3 days earlier walking home from a party. The Cook County medical examiners ruled his death as an accidental drowning. Well, here's this. Chicago Fire Media recovery of an adult male floating in the river, documented by AMP 69, recovery made by CPD Marine Unit. And so then this Newsweek puts the article and says, who is the smiley face killer? In 1997, two retired New York detectives, Kevin and Anthony, and a criminal justice professor and gang expert, Lee, advanced the smiley face murder theory. This came after 3 college men were found dead in the City River around the same time. They believe that it's a string of young men found dead in bodies of water across Midwestern states from the 1990s to the 2010s was the work of a serial killer or group of serial killers. In most cases, the official cause of death is listed as accidental drowning. The detectives have investigated the deaths of at least 45 college-age men who were found dead in the waters in the 11 states in the early 2000s. As of now, Gannon told Newsweek that there are 681 cases in their database that they suspect may be connected. Gannon told CNN in 2008 he believed that the men were drugged and abducted from bars, held and possibly mentally or physically abused before being killed. So, and then it goes into why call them, and I kind of skim read, why call them smiley face murders. Smiley face comes from a graffiti depicting a smiley face along with 13 other distinct symbols found near the location where they believe a killer dumped the bodies. The group is actually leaving symbols behind, letting you know, yes, this was us. Come and catch us, he says, adding this, each city has their own symbol. Law enforcement investigators and other experts, however, are skeptical. So that kind of gives you an idea of what we are doing. There is I'm confused. This is the same smiley face killer, or it's different. The smiley face killer thing is a theory. Now, don't confuse that with the happy face killer, who Cape let us know he's actually from Canada, but a lot of the murders happen in California. That's two different situations. One is a theory, the other one's an actual serial killer. Okay. There are a number of crimes associated with the smiley face or happy face. Could be a copycat, or could be a mafia. I mean, seriously, probably a copycat. How do you call it an accidental drowning? Who just jumped in? Right. Well, I think they're calling it smiley face because it's a lot of like the other ones. So maybe people are kind of taking this to another level. It's a good way to get people to focus on crime in Chicago in less hostile Fox News inspired ways, I guess. I mean, true. I'm just I don't know. Yeah, Stephanie, no worry. No worries, no worries, no worries. But yeah. Letting you guys know. So let's look at TikTok. Let's go to TikTok land. You guys, I gotta get this TikTok going on my account, because seriously, there's a lot in there. Look at this. I typed in smiley face killer Chicago, and then Austin came up. Look, they're quoting a lot of the articles that are out there, but some of the articles are from like whatchamacallit, February. Smiley face killer Chicago. Let's go. Let's see. This man right here.
The map the news showed 4 people, which is laughable because I made my own map and I have 15. This is the map from the news, from NBC, of the 4 people that went missing were found in the river over the last 6 weeks. But you know what? Here's the map that I made.
Whoa.
Each one of these pins is where a person's body was found. And if it's blue,
let me know
that
your
means it
thoughts
was
in the
found within
comments.
the last year.
Look at this.
Actually, I made the entire list. I have all of their names.
Whoa.
I have all of their ages. And you know what else I did? I made a whole spreadsheet where they went missing from, where they're heading to if we have it.
Okay. He made pins to the maps. He made an Excel sheet. He did a list. Not the creepy music. Yeah, the music, I had to pause it a little bit and speak over it. I saw that they found, hold up, smiley face near the bodies that were found. Some of them were further away from where, Tina, but here's my thought too, okay? I have yet to see Chicago release anything. This is something that would be national news at this point. It's TikTok news, but not like national. Are we missing something here? I mean, you got some art, like Newsweek is talking about it. There are some other articles that are talking about it. Who else is talking about it? Let me see. The local articles are talking about it. Penn Live, WGN Radio. Who else? CBS Austin is talking about it. NBC Chicago. There are articles that are speaking about this situation, but I'm kind of wondering. Right. Bro made us. I don't have time for a spreadsheet. I like spreadsheets, but I don't have time for them. I don't.
And where they were found. You know what's really crazy though is this is only what we know. This is only what the media and the police are actually telling us, because if the family didn't want it to be known, it's never been made public. So there are probably so many more people that we still don't know anything about.
What do you think? Is this a little too much? Hey, Kunanya, is this a little too much? I don't know. You hate spreadsheets? I hate them at work. Yeah. No national cover-ups? Well, I'm just wondering, or is this just a TikTok thing?
I can do this in one night by myself. Why can't or why won't they? I have a friend who's a cop, and he's one of the good ones. He thinks there's something wrong. He thinks there's something up, and I'm meeting with him next week, and we're going to figure out what we can actually do about it when we're working together.
So he has a friend that's a cop. They're going to meet together, and they're going to figure this out. I don't know what to say. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. You guys think he's kind of reaching? What do you think? I mean, this whole serial killer thing is still going.
Few people are talking about, but one thing that I noticed, at least 11 young men in Chicago have been pulled out of Lake Michigan after a night socializing at bars. And you've been looking at this issue because you think this could be the work of a serial killer. You've represented one of the most notorious serial killers in history, John Wayne Gacy, in his death row appeals. What are the facts and what are authorities saying?
The authorities aren't saying much of anything. And I don't think the media in Chicago has even really connected these things because nobody's talking about it.
Exactly.
But it's an astounding amount of men. And
why isn't anybody talking about it? Tell me. Why'd you stop? Girl, is the internet going off? Is everybody here? I don't know why this video stopped. Let me see. Okay. Uh-oh. Can everybody see me? Let me know in the chat if you can see me or hear me. For whatever reason, this thing stopped. I don't know why. Oh, it's unresponsive. I don't know why it's unresponsive. Oh, Lord. Okay. It gave me it's unresponsive. Give me 1 sec. Here we go. It's probably drunk. Stop. Well, at least it's not my internet.
Noticed, at least 11 young men in Chicago have been pulled out of Lake Michigan after a night socializing at bars. And you've been looking at this issue because you think this could be the work of a serial killer. You've represented one of the most notorious serial killers in history, John Wayne Gacy, in his death row appeals. What are the facts and what are authorities saying?
You know, the authorities aren't saying much of anything. And I don't think the media in Chicago has even really connected these things because nobody's talking about it. But it's an astounding amount of men. And it could be as many as 15 men in a period of just over a year. And they're all very similar. They're in their early 20s to 30s. They're college age or in college. They disappear after a night of drinking in a nice area in Chicago. And days later, they're found in either the lake or the river. And this is now being tied to what they call the smiley face killers. And I urge your viewers to Google that. And that's somewhere between 45 and 200 young men who have disappeared all over the country in the same exact way. And they're saying.
So the smiley face killer is a theory, right? And they're trying to connect this theory to these men that have been found in near bodies of water, if I'm understanding this correctly, right? Which is what we read. That article connected the smiley face and didn't do a very good job of connecting both as to why they would even be connected. But they're saying that. You know? I don't know. Whoa. Sinner says Dakota James went missing in my city for 30 days, found his body in river, had been there for 1 day, smiley face 100. So, too many similarities, you guys are saying? Tico's like, I'm not Googling. You should see my Google history. You should see my Google history. I'm telling you, I need to be careful. One body of water, right? I think it's, that's what I'm hearing. I've got words. Blue says, over what time period did they find the 11 men? So they found 11 men over last year and this year. That's what they're saying. So they're saying that, so what that would mean is that if this person, okay, let's just say the serial killer is real, or if there's connected, the serial killer took a break and decided to continue the spree. I don't know. It is generally, Jenny, and that's the thing. It's like, you know, you see a smiley face. That doesn't mean that the killer was around. I see smiley faces all the time. You know, I don't know. It's a very common graffiti artwork thing. You know, I don't know. Yeah, no worries, Blue. Hoping for Answer says law enforcement never wants to say there's a serial killer on the loose ever, right? So even like if the most recent one was in Stockton, right? They had to say something there, right? I don't know. He could have been locked up or something else and got released again. True. Very true. Let's keep playing this.
Saying that there's a possibility that there is a killer or a group of killers who are doing this in a ritualistic fashion. We don't know those facts yet, but it's something we really need to watch.
Very intriguing. All right, Karen Conti, always a pleasure talking to you. Thanks for joining
Lord,
us
well,
this morning. Hope you have a great weekend.
It's going crazy on TikTok with this whole thing. Here's another one. This is the same Ken guy.
I was at the community.
All right. I don't know if it's copywritten. I have to be careful. But he's the one kind of spearheading the theory. Keep that in mind if you guys want to check out his TikTok. He's the one spearheading. I mean, a lot of his videos are getting a lot of views over it. Oh, what happened? What happened? Here we go.
There's a serial killer in Chicago, and I was almost one of their victims. I know. What? I promise.
Good morning, everyone. Now, if you haven't watched that video, I highly suggest go watching that video. That gentleman had a lot of interesting observations about what's going on in Chicago. Now, a lot of you have also tagged me in Ken's video. I see that Ken also stitched this video and had some questions and observations himself. Now, I'm on Ken's map, and I just have a couple observations and questions as well. So this is going to be the map of downtown. We have a camera here, camera here, camera here, and camera here. It's about 4 cameras in the downtown area. Now, if we zoom out a little bit, there are some amongst like this highway, and there's others kind of downtown as well. And here is the pier. Now, this is Ken's map. Now, Ken's map has color coordinated, chef's kiss. Love the map. But these black dots are going to be where bodies have been found.
Oh, wow.
Now, it's a lot of missing or attempted pickups in this area. I highly suggest checking out his map. Link is in his bio. Now, there's going to be a lot on the coast here. But if you start zooming in, you see that a lot of the unalive bodies are actually being found amongst major highways or interstates. So here we have a body. Here's another 41, another body. this kind of connects here. There's a body found here, another body found 41, another body found off 41. And then we have 90 here. Looks like 2 or 3 bodies found off 90. But if you look, all of these bodies correlate to a freeway or an interstate. Now, if we go back to the city map where the cameras are, we see that not a lot of cameras are on the major highways or freeways.
I don't see a lot of cameras in the bodies of water either. Do you guys notice that? Isn't that where the bodies are being found? Lord, here we go. Ken's cop friend might be the killer. Stop it, Red. Stop it, stop it. And guys, while I pause it, I'm looking at the likes and the likes aren't liking. Can you please hit that like button while you're down here, watching this content, please? And thank you.
Freeways in that area. We have one here, but that would be the most, I guess, promising one because, like I said, these all look to be, downtown city cameras. Now, obviously, one question I have is why haven't the police gone through this video and at least put out a bolo of the car or of the person himself? Now, Ken seems to think that there may be some correlation. Now, Ken apparently tried to get picked up twice, and I guess he's going to get in contact with this other gentleman to see if their stories correlate. But my first
wait, try to get, so is he intentionally putting himself out there to attract a serial killer? Is it just me? Something's off about this.
Guess is why haven't the police put out at least a bolo of this car trying to pick up people on multiple occasions? Now, in Ken's video, he said he brought up another map, and I can't seem to find that Chicago city camera map. But he said that he thinks that these people may know where the blind spots are. So I found this. So it looks like Chicago offers people to basically register their private camera into their public system. And what that means is if you have a Ring camera, you can basically register it in the system, and it can be used for many things for the city. So
he lost me on that one. He got picked up twice. Rabbit, make it make sense. He lived both times? Are you sure it was the serial killer? I don't know. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I mean, am I going off here? Am I I guess I'm just lost in the sauce of all of this. But hey, let's keep playing.
Anybody have a private camera that they have or haven't registered that may have some of that footage that we may be missing? Let me know. Thank you. As always, I love you guys. I will see y'all later.
There's a serial killer in Chicago, and I was almost one of their victims. I know. I promise. Good
morning, everyone.
Okay. That's how that video starts. All right. There's this serial killer in Chicago, and I was almost one of their victims. How? I don't know. So TikTok has a lot of videos out there right now tagged serial killer in Chicago. They're dating from this month to all the way to February to March, if you guys are interested in seeing. Here's somebody who's saying that they what is
There's a serial killer in Chicago killing young men like myself.
It's still going on.
It's still going on. They just found another body the other day in the river.
Oh, geez.
And they don't know. They don't know anything. They have no leads, unfortunately.
It's not me.
It's not me either.
Well.
So it must be Blake.
What if it's Michael Myers?
Called to ask you a question, Myers.
I mean, I don't know what to make of this.
What are you up to right now?
I'm watching hockey.
You're not near a river.
All right. This ain't cute. Sorry, y'all. It's a little too much.
Stay to a story we first told you about last night at 10 o'clock, a large search for a missing person in the North Range of the Chicago River. Today, we've learned that a body was found near the 6200 block of west of Vaughn Avenue in the Caldwell Woods. That person has not been identified.
That was April 12th. Okay, so, I mean, I guess it's something to pay attention to. I'm just kind of wondering, and I'm not saying that they need to do something about all these TikTok videos, but things are being put out there. I'm curious to know Do we have somebody? Do we wait to law enforcement? Or is the other guy just kind of running a theory based on these killers? And then you have the smiley face killer theory from years ago that somehow can be connected to this. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It's the music. I can't do it. I can't. Some of the stuff is like a little too much. If him or her friend, if a cop says they're going to help me find a serial killer off the clock, yeah, I didn't understand that. What kind of a cop would help you find a serial killer off the clock? I'll wait. If anybody, I'll wait in the chat. Do cops, off the clock go and help find serial killers for people on TikTok? I'll wait. I'll definitely check that out. A fake one? One who's involved? A fake one? Like usual? I mean, you guys let me know. No? Okay, she said no. All right. All right. All right. I love asking you guys questions because you guys are flipping out in these comments. It's hilarious. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I mean, hopefully, I'm waiting for a statement from Chicago. I don't know, something to be said if there is something connected. Hey, Morals. Oh my gosh, you changed your name, I love. Welcome, welcome. And I guess I'm just waiting. A mall cop that can make it real life, real world. Ava says personal experience says that they must distance themselves as far as possible. That's what I heard. Like they have that, you know? Curious. I don't know. I think that guy, because if you think about it, and this happens a lot in the true crime community, people want to be involved in the case. So what better way to get involved than to find a way to, and I think that this is part of it. Not to say that there is no serial killer. I just want to see if there is. Can we get a statement? Can we get a little bit more information besides from TikTok? And TikTok, they're clipping videos and they're putting them together much like you would on YouTube. Some people tend to do that. So I think it's something to be mindful of, I don't know. Are the victims' families okay with the termination by the coroner's office? Nebulous, that's a great. Well, now that, and also if there is a correlation, have they compared injuries, right, with all the victims and kind of decide where to go from there? Okay. The police hold back details for good reason. Absolutely. I agree. Spreadsheet gate, not the spreadsheet gate. Grandma Sherry. I'm going to start a spreadsheet too. That's what I'm going to do. Just saying. All right, guys. Well, I just wanted to bring some of this info to you. Now, just a reminder, we will be reviewing Waco tomorrow. Finally, we will be reviewing Waco tomorrow. I know I pushed it back. I was sick. And thank you guys for understanding that. Make sure you guys watch it or rewatch it if you want to. Completely up to you. But we got to review Waco. And that is the Netflix docu-series. All right. 3 episodes. I think it's doable. We got to review it tomorrow. And hopefully you guys will make time and join us for that review. I got to head out because I got the CEO yelling at me right now saying, get off this and tend to me. She's looking at me like, get off this and tend to me. You guys have a great rest of your day. I want to thank everybody for the super chats and super stickers. I got to tend to a baby bunny. Bye, guys.